guys, so this is my first video of a trip that I am going to be taking to India. And so I wanted to come out with this video before I take my trip just to kind of talk to you about why I'm taking this trip and also, explain, what am I doing to prepare for a trip like this. So it all started last year when I went to India on business. I went to Bangalore to train some fellow employees. But while I was there, I also had a chance to, go on some tours. And, from there, I explored a palace, I explored temples, I got a chance to see a couple of markets. But the one thing that just really blew me away throughout my tours and being in India were the people. And the people there are so nice. I would have strangers come up to me and just, not only just greet me, but try to engage in small conversation with me. And, my fellow employees, they treated me out to lunch. There was one time they actually brought in homemade items so that I could experience authentic local Indian food. And these sort of things just blew me away. So while I was in Bangalore, I also saw a lot of craziness. So yeah, there is a lot of craziness to India. I would see people crossing streets when there's a lot of cars just trying to weave in and out of people. I would see cows crossing big boulevards. I would see cows resting in boulevards. There was one time where I saw a guy. This was in the evening. I saw some guy in a bus that he's hanging off the door of the bus as it's zooming down the boulevard some 40 miles per hour. And these things just kind of struck me as being chaotic, but in a way, the one thing that just kind of resonated with me is that India works. It works through the chaos and the busyness and the craziness that I was witnessing. So when I got back to the US, I knew that I wanted to go back to India and take a longer trip. But not just take a trip for 1 or 2 weeks, but take a much longer trip. And so I knew to do something like that, I would have to prepare well in advance. So here are some of the things that I did to prepare for this trip. Number one, I would go on YouTube and start looking at videos of cool places that I would like to visit. Or by looking at travel guides, such as this one. Actually, this is a prop. I don't really look at travel guides in printed form too much anymore. I use my phone a lot. Or if I go into a concert, it's Kavita Krishnamurti. I also started watching Bollywood movies and other movies from India. So I would watch movies like Padmavat, Bajarao Mastani, Gully Boy, Pather Panchali, and others. And from watching these movies, I got an appreciation of, actually, especially the Bollywood movies, the singing that was in these movies. So from there, I started going down this kind of musical journey by discovering singers such as Shreya Ghoshal, Lata Mangeshkar, Sunita Chaudhan, Arijit Singh, and others. So another area where I wanted to learn more about India culture is the food. And last Christmas, I invited an Indian chef over to my house to teach me how to cook some basic Indian food, and she managed to find a way to do it. So from there, I would explore cooking my own kinds of foods, such as tikka masalas, tur dal, even naan, and others. So of course, speaking of food though, I also wanted to explore other kinds of Indian foods. So I'm at a local Indian restaurant and I'm looking at some of the different dishes that they have. And so we have a paneer butter masala, an Indian eggplant curry, a bottle gourd palusu. Anyway, this is the sort of stuff I want to get more of in India. This smells really good. So another thing I did would be to attend local festivals. And so earlier this year I went to one festival called Jagannath, which is known as the Festival of Chariots. And although they're not big, I mean they're certainly not going to be as big as the tens of thousands of people that attend these festivals in India, you know, they do give us a taste as to the, you know, to the excitement and fun that can be had at these festivals. I would do other things to immerse myself in Indian culture, such as visit a local temple. So I'm standing here in front of a local Hindu temple. This is the Hindu Temple of Florida, and I just love the way that the top of this building looks. It's got that Dravidian architecture that you find prevalent throughout India, especially in southern India. It's actually really beautiful inside, but I don't think they want me bringing in a video camera. So guys, before I end my video, something I'd like to do at the end of my videos is provide you a link to something that had an impact on me while I was preparing for my trip to India over the last 10 months. So this could be a movie clip, a cultural piece, it could be a musical score. Anyway, for today, what I'd like to do is talk to you about a musical piece I like called Dola Re Dola. And it's from a movie called Devdas. And this piece, it's a Bollywood piece, and it features two actresses. Their names are Aishwarya Rai and Madhuri Dixit. And what seems to happen in Bollywood movies is that the dancers, the actresses who are the dancers, they're not necessarily the same ladies who sing, and that's the case here. So our singers are Shreya Ghoshal and Kavita Krishnamurthy. Anyway, it's a high energy piece. It's got this intense choreography and in a beautiful set, and I just happen to like it a lot. So take a listen and see what you think. So guys, I'd like to end my video by saying, Main Bharat ja raha hoon. I am going to India, and I'll see you guys in the next video.